In an unprecedented move that has sent shockwaves through both the UK and across the globe, the UK Parliament has taken a historic step by voting to strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their royal titles and privileges. This decision follows a petition launched on the UK Parliament's official site that garnered over 1 million signatures, demanding the removal of Prince Harry's royal titles. Initially seen as a long shot, the petition gained enough traction to trigger a parliamentary debate, and the outcome has left many stunned, including Harry and Meghan themselves. The parliamentary debate, which lasted for 3 hours, saw MPs fiercely discussing the couple's controversial departure from royal duties, their subsequent commercial ventures, and public criticism of the royal family. Some MPs argued that by stepping back from their official roles and profiting from their royal status through media deals and interviews, Harry and Meghan had effectively turned their backs on the institution they once represented. The debate highlighted deep divisions, not just within Parliament but also within the wider British public, over the couple's actions since they moved to the United States in 2020. In a vote that was far from close, the motion to strip Harry and Meghan of their titles passed with a significant majority, 270 votes to 130. This decision means that Prince Harry will lose his titles of Prince and His Royal Highness, and Meghan Markle will no longer be recognized as the Duchess of Sussex. More importantly, they will also be removed from the line of succession and will no longer receive financial support from the Sovereign Grant, a public fund used to finance the royal family. Additionally, they will be barred from participating in future royal events, effectively severing their official ties with the British monarchy. The consequences of this vote are profound. For Harry, this marks the end of an era, one that began with his birth into one of the world's most famous families and has now culminated in his formal estrangement from the institution he was born into. For Meghan, who married into the royal family with the title of Duchess of Sussex, this decision symbolizes a complete break from the life of royalty that she once embraced, albeit briefly. The couple, who had likely hoped that the petition would be dismissed as a fringe movement, now find themselves at the center of a constitutional crisis that has drawn intense media scrutiny and public debate. Globally, the decision has been met with a mixture of shock and disbelief. Harry and Meghan, who have maintained a high public profile through various media projects and philanthropic work, are reportedly devastated by the outcome. They had believed that the British public and the Parliament would overlook the petition, considering it a mere outcry from a vocal minority. However, the overwhelming support for the petition reflects a broader discontent with the couple's actions since they stepped back from royal duties. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the role of Queen Elizabeth II, who ultimately has the final say in whether the parliamentary decision will be enacted. While the Queen has traditionally upheld the decisions of Parliament, this situation places her in a particularly difficult position. To go against such a strong parliamentary vote would be unprecedented, yet to fully endorse it could further strain relations within the royal family, particularly with her grandson Harry. The Queen's decision is awaited with bated breath, as it will not only determine the couple's future but also signal how the monarchy intends to navigate its role in a rapidly changing society. This event also casts a spotlight on the rising anti-monarchy sentiment within the UK, a trend that has been exacerbated by the controversies surrounding Harry and Meghan. Their decision to step back from royal duties, coupled with their subsequent interviews where they criticized the royal family, has fueled a public discourse on the relevance and role of the monarchy in modern Britain. The parliamentary vote can be seen as a reflection of this growing unease, with many questioning whether the royal family, as it currently stands, can maintain its place in a society that increasingly values transparency and accountability. The roots of this crisis can be traced back to 2020 when Harry and Meghan made the decision to step back from their royal roles and relocate to the United States. What was initially presented as a move to escape the pressures of royal life quickly turned into a series of high-profile media appearances and business ventures, many of which were perceived as exploiting their royal status for personal gain. Their infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021, where they made several damaging allegations against the royal family, only served to deepen the rift between them and the British public, as well as within the royal family itself. The decision by Parliament to strip Harry and Meghan of their titles is not just a personal blow to the couple but a significant moment in the history of the British monarchy. It underscores the extent to which public opinion and political will can influence the fate of even the most traditionally untouchable institutions. As the world watches to see how this situation will unfold, one thing is clear. The relationship between Harry, Meghan, and the British monarchy has been irrevocably changed, with consequences that will likely reverberate for years to come.